This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. Busy, busy, busy day in the NFL. Both teams that headlined the Monday night game and the Jets and Bills made moves today. Let's analyze. Started off this morning a little dejected as I watch the Jets lose another game. A game that I thought that, especially after that 52-yard Hail Mary bomb by Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is a special talent. 40 years young, 40 years young, approaching 41 and all. Mr. AARP himself is a special talent, folks. I just wish that the Jets' O-line can protect him a little better. But man, when he hit that bomb, I'm like, of course, number 4 in his resume for Hail Marys, incredible. And then you had the toe drag, the touchdown that they tried to call back on Garrett Wilson, and then it was a touchdown. I'm like, all right, so the Jets they looked good, and they definitely looked good, and obviously that interception at the end of the game, which sent everybody packing from MetLife going home. Another interception at the end of the game. I was dejected because the Jets had plans. They had plans, folks. They were supposed to be going places. And then we wake up this morning. We find out this afternoon, that, the Jets did it. They had enough. They said, you know what, we're going for it for real. They acquire the 31-year-old Davante Adams, the guy who Aaron Rodgers had great chemistry with, to the tune of, he won MVPs with Davante Adams when he was his wide receiver. I got this on ESPN. 7,500 yards. They were ranked number 1 as a tandem. He had 68 touchdowns, 615 completions. This is fair to say. This is his guy. Sorry about that, Garrett. Sorry, Garrett Wilson. But this was his guy. And I don't know if anybody caught the Pat McAfee clip, but Aaron Rodgers, I thought they were not talking. I'm like, that's his boy, Pat McAfee and Aaron Rodgers. That's his homie. There's no way he's going to stop talking to him because, the higher-ups told him to. He's back to doing his Tuesday, episodes with Aaron. And it was cool to see Davante Adams was there. You think Aaron Rodgers didn't know he was going to get Davante Adams? But they got that done. And then, not to be outdone, but the team on the other side in Buffalo, the Buffalo Bills, said, oh, you guys are doing that. All right, cool. We're just going to go get Amari Cooper. And then we're going to run it back at the end of the season, and we'll see who had the better deal. So the Jets end up, what did it take to get Davante Adams? Because I was wondering, I'm like, do we really want Davante? And look, he's 31 years young. I guess he's still in his prime. NFL, I don't know. But I think he's got a lot to show. And I thought it was going to be a second or a third round pick. And not to be Sam Stradamus on this, but let's hope that it doesn't become a second round pick, right? Because it's a third round pick that can go up to a second. I know Jet fans don't want to hear that. You definitely don't want that to be a second round pick for a 31-year-old all-pro wide receiver, no question. You don't want that. I don't want that. But this is what it is right now. The Bills and the Jets have made moves. How do we feel about that, folks? How are you feeling about these moves? Huh? I'll tell you what. I had to look at the Jets' remaining schedule. They're at the Steelers next week, at the Patriots, right? Then they play the Texans week 9, week 10 at the Cardinals, week 11 at the Colts, and then week 12 is the bye week. Week 13 are the Seahawks, 14 the Dolphins, 15 the Jaguars, week 16 the Rams, and to close out the season, week 17 the Bills, week 18 the Dolphins. I think Joe Douglas and the Jets said, we're not going out like that. I think that's what happened here. And I think this had to be done because I think right now you're looking at a Breece Hall Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson, he tried to get these guys more involved, but Breece has not looked like himself, and neither has Garrett. I think, Lazard has been solid, but you need that stud on the other end. Mikey Williams has not been the guy. And I think they needed to go get a Davante Adams, because now you've got an all-pro wide receiver on the other end. Good luck. Now you cannot bring, that you're going to have to, the defense now, starting with the Steelers, you're going to see, they're going to have to be honest now. They're going to have to stay honest, because pick your poison now. You've got Davante Adams. You've got Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson should now start looking like him. Breece Hall, yeah. And I think this was a good move. You didn't give up anyone. And hopefully that third round pick remains a third round pick. That's it. But I like this move for the Jets. I like this move for Aaron Rodgers. AARP was not liking to watch. Aaron Rodgers was getting rocked again. And at 40 years young, that's not what you want to see. So I think this is a good move for the Jets. And with the Jets, like I said, I ran down the remaining schedule. Look, man, 11 games left, right? I think it's 12. Let me go analyze again. I believe it's 12. But I think at the end of the day, what is it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Look, listen. 11 games left. There's a lot of football to be played. The Jets had to do it. They had to do it. And I liked what I saw from the coaching, from the play calling and everything. The Jets, if the Jets are going to make a run and be a contender, starts next week. See you in Pittsburgh, Jets. See you in Pittsburgh. The Bills, not to be outdone, they were looking for a stud. And look, listen, I think this is a guy who, since losing, losing out on, well, not really losing out, right? They have Amari Cooper now, and look, Khalil, Shakur, and look, Coleman as a rook, he's going to be a talent. But I think you had to go get Cooper. A third round pick, and I think it was a conditional fifth as well. They had to do it. They had to do it. And I'm sure Allen is happy about this. And they're like, forget the trade deadline. We're making moves now. Forget the trade deadline. We are making moves now. And I'm not in the, and I'm with it. I think the AFC, they had to make that move. And Stephon Diggs, after losing him, they had to make the move. So it got interesting. And it's great to see. It is great to see these trades, and you saw the great game last night. We'll see them again week 17. Now it's that time. The Cowboys' Jerry Jones is not happy, to the point where he told a radio host, hey, listen, you want to still cover us? Yeah. Watch the questions you're asking. In a sense, that's where I gather, but we shall see what happens. Jerry Jones is not happy. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. Folks, I'm on most social media platforms, actually all now. I'm on Facebook at Sam I Analyze, Instagram at Sam I Analyze, the platform now formerly known as Le Twitter, at Sam I Analyze. I am also on TikTok. Please like, share, subscribe, and you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure. What?